Hi, this is Noam Ivri with Siemens Rugged.com. I would like to show you the tool that we've built this week for Metro Valley in Phoenix. The tool will be used to monitor the mobile system. First of all, it's a web-based tool, so I will log in. And we can see here the list of subscriber units. Each subscriber unit corresponds to a train. And there's also a map, and we can see the different base stations in the map. You can zoom in or zoom out. And the users of this tool will set sessions to monitor the system. So for example, I will set a session now that will run every 10 seconds. I will call it my test session. Manual means that it will run forever until we will stop it. So let's do that. Here we go. Session just started. And we can already see that we are monitoring 50 subscriber units. That means 50 different cars inside the trains, and we only have 39 connected at the moment, which is okay because we know that some of those are actually in maintenance at the moment, and we can remove them because we know we don't need them. So let's remove everything that the system tells us is not connected at the moment. Basically, the users of the tool know exactly which train is connected, and they will just set the connected ones for the session. Okay, so we have monitored connected 37, and we monitoring 37, and that seems to be good. Now we can leave this system running, and at every time that we want, we can go to the availability report, select the session that we want to see, and we'll get the data points about this session. Now we can see that we started low because we had quite a lot of subscribers that were not connected, and we jumped to 100% around here. Every time at every data point which is not at 100%, we can click and see exactly the subscribers that were not connected at this time. We can also see the last known base station. These are mobile subscriber units, and knowing which base station they were last connected gives us a lot of information about the system. We can also see the report by subscribers, so that basically is a pie chart of which subscribers were missing, and by clicking every one of them I can see which base stations they were last seen in. So we basically know at what time they disappeared for us. Each row in here is a data point, so rerunning the system every 10 seconds in this case, and every 10 seconds if a subscriber is missing, it will be logged. We can also look at the report by base station, and we can see that half of the missing subscribers were from base station MOW. We can see it's a variety of different subscribers at a variety of different times, and that gives us some information. Yes, there is a problem with MOW, and MOW, we know in this case, is the base station in the train yard, so a lot of subscribers actually are being disconnected after they arrive to MOW, and that is okay. So as the system will continue to run, it's currently running for 2 minutes, as we can see. We will just get more and more data points, and eventually we'll be able to look at the average connectivity and see what it is. Right now we're looking at the data in raw mode. That means that every missing subscriber is shown and counted for. We can also look at the data in graced 1 option, which will not count the subscribers that are only missing once. That gives us a bit of a more lean approach to the statistics here. And we can see that when I selected that, our average connectivity jumped to 95. Again, I'll go to row, and not much of a difference in this case because the subscribers that we're monitoring are around 100%, and system seems to be in a very good shape. More than that, the system have different options. You can configure all the base stations, the subscribers. You can see different logs, and have different users that will enter the system with their own username and password. Another thing which is interesting to see is the ability to see different events that happened during our session. Now this session has no events, everything is okay, all the base stations are connected. But let's go deeper into the history where we have sessions that were just terrible because we did different tests. Here we are. So in here we can see we have 116 events found. We click on that and we go to the events, and we can see the different base stations were inaccessible and accessible again, and a base station was actually accessible but TX off. It wasn't operational. So that gives us a lot of important information about the session that we see in here and why was it as bad as we see it in here. Going back to the session that we're doing right now, I'll jump to that, and we see that everything is pretty good in here. That is the tool. Thank you very much.